Greetings! Welcome back to my channel, The Divine Mind. This is Day-oyabunmi, and you are joining me for another episode of Messages from the Divine, where I channel highly accurate and clear divine guidance and messages, okay? Welcome in. So this is a freestyle message, and of course, it's a general or collective reading. If you want a more personalized reading, check out my website, daydreamalston.com. All right. So before I even got the cards out and I shuffled and did all of that and chose the cards so I wouldn't have to do that while you're listening, I hope that's okay with you. I heard two words: physical problem. There is someone listening, and I had to stop and check, okay, is this something for me or is this a message for the collective? But I had already started channeling for the collective. So when I checked it, it's a message for someone listening or multiple people listening. There is a problem with you physically. And I just heard a horn in the background and sirens in the background. Please, please, please. I know this is probably not a surprise or a shock for some of you. Some of you have a feeling that something is wrong. Please go get checked. Please, I don't want it to end up being an emergency like I just heard the sirens. I don't want it to be something sudden where the ambulance come and picks you up suddenly, okay? If you've been feeling like something is wrong, if you've been having dreams where you see something is wrong, right? They're showing you something is wrong with you. Please take this serious and go get checked. They would not have clearly given me that message for you if it wasn't important, okay? So please, 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 I beg you. Especially the Black people listening, we have to take good care of ourselves. Sometimes our doctors, and just the healthcare system in general doesn't take care of us the way we need to be taken care of. So we have to advocate for ourselves, stand up for ourselves, and really just take care, okay? So let's get these messages. Some of you, all right, there's a couple of messages here. For some of you, if you've been having a really hard time financially and just have been struggling like hell, you're being encouraged to find a way to be at peace either way. The divine wants you to know that they're going to help you. For some of you, there is a peace coming to your financial status. Some of you may have been sick and there's healing coming. I'm sorry about this, but I'm hearing a hospital stay for someone here. Yeah, some of you are coming out of a very tough time, and I see an angel. There is angelic support here. So like I said, if you're the person who's having the health issues, there may be a broken limb, a broken appendage, a need to walk on crutches, something like that. But if you're the person who's going through physical illness, there is angelic support, divine support. If you're having financial issues, there's divine support. They just want you to know that they're there. They're working behind the scenes and really bringing things back together for you, putting things back together. That's a message I've been hearing a lot. Like puzzle pieces being fit together or something being glued back together. They're really there for you, and they don't want you to forget it. No matter what's going on in your life, please try to approach it from a very peaceful and balanced place. I know how hard that can be, but that's what you're being encouraged to do. It's like an elevation. They want you to elevate your responses. Don't get caught up in any petty squabbles. If you need to speak up for yourself, do that. But they don't want you fighting. People may be competitive with you. And again, you're being encouraged to elevate, to rise above, and come at things from a higher state of being. Some of you have to work smarter, not harder. There's a need to be very clear, conscientious, and intelligent about your work. Some of you are going to run yourselves ragged and run yourselves right into the ground. And the divine wants to get real with you so that you can get real with yourself. There's a need to drop some of the burdens you've been carrying, to be very serious about finding support. Even if all you have right now is divine support, going after that support. Some of you need to be clear with people in your life, clear and truthful about the fact that you can't handle this burden anymore. Some of you are doing too much, you're carrying too much, and the divine is saying you can't do that. I see some of you getting very serious about your own well being. This may be particular for air signs. I see with the King of Swords here, the Ten of Wands, some of you are going to stand up for yourself and say, I'm not carrying this burden anymore. Some of you are cutting off people who are burdensome. Like you just can't take it. Ooh la la. For some of you, you have a lot of suitors coming in, a lot of choices and options available to you with the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Cups here. This is also about just things that bring emotional fulfillment or things you can do that make you happy or you have fun. So there's a lot of options that are going to be available to you. I do see this as indulgences too. Some of you may be enticed to indulge in certain things a little too much. I heard liquor. Why is that always coming up? Who amongst you is a real drinker? I got some true drinkers listening to me, at least a couple of you. Y'all some real drinkers, honey. That's how my family, one side of my family is real drinker. No, actually, both sides of my family are real drinkers. But yeah, so be careful of that. But for some of you with the suitors particularly, and just with the options in general, let's just stick with the options coming your way. The divine is saying all that glitters is not gold. Some of the options are trash and are fugazi, if some of you remember that that word, fake, are fraudulent. Some of the options are going to lead to your downfall, will bring you trouble, will bring discord and fight, will bring some type of loss. And then some of the other options are really good for you. You're being encouraged to really sift through these options and make sure you're going in the right directions. You're choosing the right things that are going to bring stability, abundance, wealth, and well-being to you, victory to you. I see some of you, through a choice you're making, you're overcoming some type of karmic cycle or pattern, right? So it's like you have some new choices that you're going to be faced with. And in making the right choice, you defeat a karmic cycle that's really giving you hell for years. Hey, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, an Ifa reading, a Ifa-Orisa reading, if you're interested in Ifa-Orisa online trainings, ebooks, even an ebook on how to read tarot intuitively, or my Patreon, check out my website, daydreamalston.com, or the description box below. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Ashe. For some of you, you're interested in someone who has a lot of options, and this person's head may be on a swivel. It's just I think for them, it's too overwhelming. I noticed, like for me, when I've noticed watching the men in my life when they were younger, for the most part, a lot of them had their head on a swivel and couldn't really focus on one particular love interest. But as they got older, they could, have like more focus on one particular person. This person that I'm speaking of, that I'm seeing, hasn't gotten to that point yet. Where they can have that focus specifically on one or two partners, however many that they're, you guys are agreeing on. It's something where they just don't have it yet. They're getting there because they're the knight. They're not the king yet. They're working on it. Some of you are the person whose head is on a swivel and you have a really hard time committing and dedicating yourself to one option, to one path, but I see you're growing. It's going to happen. Especially if you're making an effort for it to happen, it's going to happen for you. Jeez, that's hilarious. So we got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So double Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are getting a great business idea, have some money coming in. Some of you are going to do very well around tax time. I wish that damn message was for me. Some of you are about to cake up for tax time. Lucky you. For some of you, you literally have someone coming in or some institution coming in with money, with payments for you, with checks for you. I don't know if this is some type of like winning or something. I don't know if it's a jackpot, but the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to take this as like slow, steady wealth. So this could be dividends from stocks you purchased doing very well all of a sudden. Maybe your crypto is going up. It's something that you've invested in that is starting to come back to you. Or there's someone coming in, like I said, this could be an earth sign with some type of wealth or ideas for how to build wealth. Someone might be teaching you something or wanting to put you on the game about some money, some finances, some ways and strategies to build wealth. With the Justice card and the High Priestess out, there is something about an imbalance. You're getting some type of information about an imbalance. This could be a health imbalance. This could be an imbalance in your finances. This can be an imbalance in a relationship. But there is information coming to you from the divine. They want you to know something about an imbalance that you've been experiencing. So they're literally giving you the information. For some of you, this information is shrouded. Some of you, you want to know so bad about a particular situation that feels unjust and imbalanced, but now is not the time, so you won't know about it. For others of you, there is clear information coming in. For some of you, this is a legal situation where your intuition, your connection to the divine, your connection to your ancestors, your divinities, deities, your icons, whatever it is, your connection to them is going to help you to win because it's going to give you an edge and give you some information that's really going to help you. Some information is coming to some of you about justice, about some type of justice. Like I said, you may be getting visions, dreams about something that has been unfair, where there's an injustice. You're seeing what's happening or what's about to happen in that area. For some of you, it's literally you just seeing through the veil the ways in which you can bring balance and justice and rightness into your own life. If you felt like someone has really been taking advantage of you, some institution, you're receiving some information that's going to tell you what to do, or you're receiving some information that's going to bring peace to you. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. Some of you are working really, really hard for your money. Some of you are doing like backbreaking work, doing a lot of heavy lifting for a little bit of money. And I know you feel it, like you're annoyed because the type of work you do, you're not being paid enough. The divine is saying you're at the end of this cycle with the 10 here. You may start to get some ideas about which ways to go, what to do next, so that you're not working so damn hard for such little money. That's for some of you. But like I said, you're at the end of the cycle, so you can start to, make your plans to get the hell out of that. For others of you, there is a new idea, a new business that's going to take a lot of heavy lifting. Some of you don't see how heavy this load is going to be. And it reminds me of a time I made a decision and I thought I did make the right decision, but damn, like it came with some other pieces to it that I really wasn't expecting, that I really didn't see coming, and they were kind of heavy. So it's the same thing here, where it's like some new opportunity might come to you, but that shit is going to be heavy lifting. And, you're just going to have to deal with that. Let's close with a couple of oracle cards. Yay! We got the Miracles card and the Delight card. So it says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. Some of you, remember I was saying if you're going through a hard time or have been through a hard time, there's a need to be at peace. The divine needs you to be at peace. And honestly, if you want to manifest really good things moving forward, it helps to be at peace, because then your auric field won't be filled with all of this junk that kind of blocks things from coming to you. Like you want to make sure your energetic field is light and clear. And that's hard when you're holding on to so much angst from the past. So play helps with that. Delighting in the little things in life. When you're out walking, looking at the flowers, smelling the flowers, looking at the sky, whatever brings, feelings of delight and joy to you, you need to do that. If it's having ice cream, having a little bit of sugar, eating your favorite food, do things that are going to satisfy your senses, because you need to tap into this energy of delight. And make sure you're counting your blessings and you're being grateful, because that also lightens your auric field, your energetic field. The last card we have here is Miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. So good things are coming to you. Good things are coming to you. Like I said, it makes it easier if your energetic field is nice and clear and light. Be open to the miracles of life. And also, I want to encourage you to tap into the energy of gratitude, because that literally shifts your being. Like if you're in a real funk, sit down and write out everything you're grateful for. And do that until you feel your mood shift. It really does help. Last message again. Something is wrong with some of you physically. There's a physical problem. Please, please, please get yourself checked before it becomes more serious. Thank you so much for listening. I pray that this has been helpful, and I'll see you next time.